Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to GameStar TV, week 5 of the JAMSTAH Overwatch Weekly. And we're into the semi-final stage, so no more best of ones, no more brutality, getting knocked out for losing one game. It's going to be a best of 3, and we're bringing you Untitled Spreadsheet versus Kampfgruppe Primed. Your casters, once again, are Boobj, and the analysts with him are Mick05 and Allg. Take it away, Boobj.
Thank you very much, Crisis. Here with my brothers in arms. Once again, Allg and Mick05. What's going on, Allg?
Not much, mate. Very excited for this best of 3 series coming up here, starting on Lijiang Tower. My personal favourite maps of the game, so couldn't be more pumped.
And we got the number 3 ranked team versus the number 6, and got a very close one. Kampfgruppe Prime looking to break into that top 5 of the power rankings. Mick?
Yeah, exciting game. Untitled Spreadsheets obviously have been at the top of the game for the last few weeks. Primed, they've been around the top sort of 8, I'd say, and now sort of closing the gap to the top 4. So I'm interested to see what they run. Yeah, Lijiang Tower, I love this map. It's the best Kingdom map, for sure.
We've seen like teams come up quite closer to the Chiefs, like obviously number 1, but we've seen teams come up even closer and closer. But because before we used to see it was Chiefs and Jam always in the finals, and now we've seen so many other teams come up there in the top 10 that are challenging.
I've been following the scrim results. I know scrims don't mean a lot because teams. Sorry, can you hear me? Yeah. I know scrims results don't really mean a lot because like teams definitely just try stuff out in scrims. But I know the Woodcups have done really well in their recent scrims against sort of the Chiefs, Jam, stuff like that. So I think everyone's catching up now, and I really think the Woodcups will do better next week. Even again, like to the point, I reckon they'll get grand finals.
Well, of course, the Woodcucks won't be knocked out if they lose a match, and I mean that's the brutality of having BO1 a single elimination. Is it's just 4 seconds and you're out. So you know, qualifiers next week, 6 chances to prove your worth, 12 points to earn in the league, and an opportunity to get yourself into the top 4 and into the best of 3 playoffs on Thursday next week.
Yeah, which is going to be very exciting to have a Swiss format. All teams getting a chance to see it, show that how good they are. And Allg, we've got Untitled Spreadsheet on the blue side, and we've got Kampfgruppe Primed on the red. Take us through these picks that got happening.
Well, on the side of Untitled here, we've got Azaria, Winston, Lucio, Mercy, Farah, and a Reaper. And on the side of Kampfgruppe Prime, we have Soundwaves on Reaper. We've got a Roadhog, Mercy, Zarya, McCree, and Lucio to close things out.
We've got 70 seconds until the control point unlocks, and they're just trading shots in the corner. Always a difficult spot. This is the early start of the game. You've got to get the pressure of happening for
Yeah, it's very, this is the time of the game where if you capture the point first, you've really got a good stronghold in the game, so those teams want this.
The big hook comes in the road. Yuki! Oh, justice from above! Massive! Right at the start of the game, they weren't expecting that. 3 people! X-bounds, and Mercy does comes as well to help them out. And they keep battling here, keep control the point, and they're pushing it up here. It looks like Untitled Spreadsheet.
Yeah, really great ult there from Yuki, just straight away up in the air, catch all of them in the corner, fall off. Not even the Mercy res could save him there, so really strong play there from the boys from Untitled Spreadsheet. Still got 2 ults as well, so they're in the driver's seat right now.
2 ults on Kampfgruppe, 4 ults on Untitled Spreadsheet, and like you said, very strong in the driver's seat, especially with the Lucio and the Mercy breaking it down from the Lucio and it goes off the third button as the Zarya comes down on top of the red side, melting them here, and still strong into the point as happened around, he's off the map, Raiders. He's back from the Winston, as they're all fighting in the middle of the checkpoint still. Oh gee, what do you think you guys are doing?
Oh, well, they're doing, to be fair, a lot right at the moment, man. I mean, Spreadsheet is playing even better at the moment. Bosch basically saved the day by knocking Reaper down to the abyss there and stopping a 5-man Reaper ult. So really good map awareness by Bosch. I think it's basically up to Prime now with 57% ticking away. They just need to try and get in a little bit deeper, pick up the Mercy, and just stop any chances of being raised up again. So we'll see what happens as they come in.
Jumped in as the big ult goes down on half the team. Winston falls down, but they're still got a Mercy. Mercy fighting in some way to keep an eye on that. There it goes! Beautiful work! They're up again. Everyone's fighting. And Mercy the Mercy got so as the Winston tries to smack people off the Bosch here. Control point. As the red side is definitely taking control as Winston is forced to leave here onto anyone left up.
Yeah, not even Winston could end up keeping them in that point, so fair play to Prime there. A really, really good Roadhog there, ult by Kaber to push them all off the point there and allow Spreadsheet not a chance to get back in there. So really well played by Prime. And now suddenly they've got the upper hand with 4 ults ready to go, including a Reaper and a Lucio ult.
It's looking pretty good as the ticks up to 70%. Big hook there on GMB. For the GMB to retreat though. Yuki's looking for a way in as the Winston's in there trying to zap his way to victory. It's the break it down. Big goal! I mean, this entire team, beautiful! Fading up there, Yuki with a few shots.
Yeah, well, there's not much you can say about that. Just 2 really well executed ultimates there. The Zara ult followed up by the Reaper ult. Not a whole lot Prime could do there, and that's the first point going to Untitled Spreadsheet.
Just a way better composition there for Spreadsheet. The Pr1med amp damage boost is what forced that early ult that you were surprised about, was that damage amp just coming in. So much damage, quick ult. The Pr1med was the difference in that game for sure.
Yeah, that completely off guard. I didn't know what was going on.
So it was up so quickly.
How many seconds was that, guys?
Oh, no, it doesn't matter because it's just the point, so...
Yeah, I mean, like, how many seconds it was it until the,
Oh, the Pr1med ult?
Yeah,
it must have been like 30 seconds, maybe even less. It's so fast.
I've never seen that before. It's amazing.
Very quick. Very quick.
And not really too many players changes in this.
Looks really a lot of the same people coming in, and very, very close to close combat here.
And the controlling, going back and forth on the Cinderella. Colin first drop. There's 2 dropped on both sides, and 3 now, and it's a couple dropped on the pass. I'm just going to call it camping. As fast as you can say, you avoid the tongue twisting. Looks like the blue side here on Untitled Spreadsheet.
Yeah, it looks like Spreadsheet are going to get that. It's just a real just cluster fight going in there. Just really, really short, close range combat. And people like Reaper coming up huge there just to damage out too much the front field.
Bosch is trying to attack his way once again, but he's looking to hold back. They're not really trying to engage on the checkpoint.
Get in there.
Yeah, I mean, they're doing really well to push him in, but it looks like, oh, here we go.
He just a flashbang to the Reaper ult, and he's falling down right now, and we got high noon, watch out for high noon, he picks up one, Bruce comes in, picking up 2, and the big mitted on the road side, and he's looking to take the test control point as extra health bars, but not much happening as Bosch just holding people back to his bailed out here, and crazy. The Reaper ult comes down to push him away from the checkpoint.
Yeah, a lot of that came down to the McCree stun on the Reaper ult there, as you pointed out. He was in a really good position to get them all, but the McCree stun stopped him dead in its tracks, so up goes down.
They come back and they bring them up in the zone. Yuki over the top. Just from above, but it's Mercy ult. Holding my breath there, and then instead of his own goes nowhere, and then walking into it. And a bit all over the place, Allg, as they're trying to capture the red side, they're trying to finally take control.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty close. Both teams have really want this, but I mean, that ult by Cinderella was a bit disappointing. It did manage to hit anyone when it could have hit more, but it looks like the Primes are actually going to cap this if they can manage to pick off Reaper here.
Razar's doing well in shadow form, gliding around. He's definitely falling. And here we go, 2%.
Yep, they finally got it. They pushed a lot. Then they tried really, really hard. It was a really long, prolonged fight, but they managed to pick it up. So Primed in the driver's seat now on the point, but if you look over to the side of Untitled Spreadsheet here, they've got 3 ults, including a Mercy and Winston ult, so I feel like there's going to be a lot of pain coming for the boys to come through Primed.
As Untitled Spreadsheet, here they come through the control point. Winston jumps in as the shields go down, breaking it down on the west side from the Lucio as they're fighting over the checkpoint once again. And Reaper all going down from South Face, picking up people. There's 3 people. Beautiful work as the Reds are looking to dominate and keep control of the checkpoint as it's halfway around the semicircle.
Soundwave's ult then basically kept Primed in the game because Mosh came in like a bat out of hell and knocked 2 people on the side of Primed all the way down the corridor, so it turned into basically a 4v6, but Soundwave's found a really good spot, hit his ult and managed to pick off 3 of them and turn it around for the Prime, so really good ult there by Soundwave, instrumental that one.
And then Winston shields have gone up, they're already broken, and the red side Winston is slapping people on the checkpoint, trying to keep his team in check, and everyone's going ham on top of it as Yuki's throwing up a bomb, trying to get a pick, a beautiful Mercy on the red side. 2 people come up with the Zaya ult here for the red side, also sucks in the tanks, they're all gone, but Yuki on top as well, picking up people on the blue side, trying to get Kampfgruppe Prime, just breaking it down for Lucio for Prime, trying to keep his team alive, but not doing so well, Allg.
Yeah, that was a bit of a spread out fight there. I mean, Untitled Spreadsheet just pushed in a little bit too hard and managed to get a couple of early picks, and the Mercy res was really important there by RQT to keep him alive. So it's going down over time, but it's going to be close.
Soundwave just racing his ult there, mate, as well.
For the best. For the best.
This is I guess it was right near the end, but a beautiful Zaya ult there. Clean things up from GMB as the bar ticks away. Just 1 person left. A filthy Tracer trying to zap around, like trying to swat a mosquito, and Soundwave's just dashed in. He's trying his best, but he's fallen. The bar's going, but Colin's coming along. He's fallen. Cinderella gets it. They just made it back. Oh my god! And 1 person left. Prime is gonna have to dash around. Crazy Lucio, it's all that remains. Tracer's back. We're gonna swat that mosquito again, or
yeah, this is going to be tough for Private Tier. I mean, Untitled Spreadsheet basically just playing with their food at the moment. They've got 4 L3 to go, so they might be coming in and holding up the inevitable, but I mean,
big goal to seal the deal, Allg.
Yeah, they just had too many ults in their back pocket there. It was going to be very tough for Prime to pick one up. So it looks like that Untitled Spreadsheet have picked up the first map here in this best of 3.
Yeah, choose better. It's Yuki, play the game, man.
Yeah, Yuki, this would have been, is this oh no, this is later on in the game. This is when they did that huge combo here, and that's just disgusting.
That's a feel good moment for your team right there. Just the one
all he had to do was press Q there. He saw that they were in a perfect spot, just had to press Q and just let everything else happen for itself.
And we've got 9 minutes, 3 seconds, time doesn't really matter, but 2-0 to
Spreadsheet.
It's a Spreadsheet, yeah, so the screen just wiped for me, and looking pretty good there, Mick, on Untitled Spreadsheet.
Yeah, they're very strong performance. It was interesting that they kept the Farah on the second point. They made it work, definitely made it work, but probably also could have made maybe like a Soldier work, or even a McCree's alright there. I felt like there was a couple of wasted ultimates by the campers group that maybe could have edged them a bit closer in the victory there, or like to get a victory there. But really strong performance from Untitled.
What do you think about, since the 1 hero changes per team, it really impacted control points? Do you agree?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we saw the Chiefs sort of their only loss, as far as I know, was the first sort of control point game with those changes of the 1 hero limit. And yeah, I mean, we used to see 2 Winston, 2 Lucio, 2 Tracer, and now we see, you know, a little bit of variance. It's getting to a point where teams are figuring out what the sort of core 4 characters are, and then sort of messing around with the last 2 spots. But yeah, no, it's for a player, it feels a lot more like you're playing Overwatch because you're getting a variety of characters, and that's why all the pros in NA, EU, and OC as well really like it.
Dorado here, Allg. Is this one of your favourite maps?
Not as much. I do like the King of the Hill ones a little bit more, but Dorado still, as we've seen, is favoured by a lot of the pro teams here, and it's not hard to see why. It's got a lot of really good, exciting points of entry for teams to go around, and a lot of really good flanking positions. So, always a good one to see, and it'll be interesting to see if Kampfgruppe Primed can come back and bring this series in their favour.
Yeah, we've got them on the defense here, mate, and we've got the Untitled Spreadsheet fellas on the red side on the offense. And just give us a little rundown about the characters that we've got here in play.
Well, at the moment, I mean, for the offense, we've got a Zarya and a Mercy, which I'd still think we're going to see. I don't know if we're going to see the Symmetra, the Hanzo, and the Reaper, the Bastion, though, but that would be incredible. But on the side of the blue team here for Kampfgruppe Prime, we've got a McCree, we've got a Soldier 76, Mercy and Lucio for the supports, and Cinderella on that Reinhardt, and Kaba on that Roadhog. They're going to be so important in this map, as we've seen earlier this evening.
And we've got a Tracer on the offense, so Mick, with a Tracer on offense and Dorado, what do you think this Tracer is going to...
Don't play too much until the game starts.
There we go.
That's a bit better.
I'm like a spanner in the works. I'm one of those people that like to cheese, so I get really excited when I see something ordinary.
The day we see an offense May is the day that this game truly comes alive, I reckon. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
Switch chat will definitely be alive, that's for sure.
We can only pray. We can only pray.
It would be amazing, according to everyone. So it looks like face off. High point here, Allg, they've got the high point. Some teams start at the fountain, but they've started at the high point.
Yeah, they're going to hold here for as long as they can, but as soon as that Reinhardt shield breaks, you'll see a more group up here, and they're going to try and regroup at the fountain, but, I mean, Spreadsheet looking really good here at the moment.
And Cinderella goes in, first time he body checks Marsh, as they're facing off the shields down from Cinderella, so the payload is coming up towards the fountain. They've done quite well together there, as Kampfgruppe hold on as Reinhardt drops Cinderella no more, and it looks like they're going to get the checkpoint. Allg, it's very close.
Yeah, Cinderella probably just playing a little bit too aggressive there. Needed just to hold off and try and keep the push coming for a little bit longer. But yeah, who knows? Maybe it'll swing the other way for him.
Yeah, as the big res came in there just as you were talking, and I mean Cinderella's back in play, and he's swinging his mallet, and since the Reinhardt's back up, they can keep defending. So Mosh falls down. They're going to have to regroup all the things.
Yeah, this game is going to come down to Cinderella v Mosh, I reckon. These guys play really, really aggressive Reinhardts, and they play them well. So whichever Reinhardt can hold the front line more effectively for his team could be coming out on top on this one, I reckon.
Yeah, teams, as they come around the corner, Mick, this is a really difficult spot to push the payload on. What do you expect to see from Untitled?
Well, we've got 6 ultimates up and they're pushing it now, so I'll let you take it.
As you say that, the 6 ultimates are getting popped, and the Lucio's ults, the big Zarya all over the top. Oh, wow. There goes Mosh, they've just completely wiped them out. All 6 members down, Allg.
Yep. There's those ults gone, I reckon. 4 of them down instantly.
I just wanted to touch on the defense there. I was not very excited to see the defensive line. I'll talk about it a bit later, but yeah, we'll move on to the second point.
Mosh goes crazy. Look at him.
Yeah, he's going nuts. He liked that one. That was a really well executed set of ultimates there by a Spreadsheet, and as Mick pointed out, 6 ults means a lot of pain, so we'll see if Primed can hold off on this archway here and defend for a little bit longer and just maybe stall out the game for as long as they can.
Teams always like to get the high point up here, Allg. What do you make of the high point hold up here?
I mean, if you've got the higher ground, you're just going to have a lot more advantage over your opposition. You know, if you've got like a Pharah or anything like that, you're always going to have the angle on them. So getting a high point, staying groups is really important.
He's getting ready. So fight once again amongst the payload. Cinderella comes in, hits the wall. Is he staying the Reinhardt on Reinhardt? But Cinderella fallen, so the defense may look to regroup. But as I say that, Roadhog tries to get a hook, so they're still being aggressive. Even though they've got one down, they got their tank down, but the players from Untitled are backing up.
Well, that's the good thing about Roadhog. Even if your main frontline tank goes down, he's so versatile. He can take his place and absorb a lot of damage while also getting a counter pick on the opposition. So, Roadhog really good there. Really good at picking off and keeping that push at bay and keeping Primed in this one.
Yeah, and high ground once again, Mick. Do you enjoy Do you think the high ground's very important?
It is, but they don't have a lot to deal with this Pharah, except Yuki just went way too hard then, but apart from that, they had nothing to deal with him, but I don't know why he did that.
As the Roadhog hook hits the shield, Cinderella, big swing, takes down the Mosh, and they've got a Mercy res that's already been used, so he's not coming up anytime soon, but they're still doing quite well without him. They're just stumbling around. Razar's beautiful on the Reaper, cleans them up all,
Yeah, that was a really good ultimate there by Reaper, but as Nick was saying, at the moment, Yuki's fire is pretty much going unanswered by Kampfgruppe Prime here. He managed to get in behind them and get Mercy down to stop the res, so really well played there by Yuki. He's having a really good game.
It's always a difficult part here, Mick, near the spawn, coming around. What do you think the offensive team needs to do to get this around the last corner?
Well, the offensive team are doing everything right. I mean, they got ultimates up, they're big Zarya ults, waiting to combat with either a Reaper ult or a Pharah ult. I don't expect Zarya to come out until Reaper or Pharah ults up.
And the Roadhog ult goes down, pushing people away. Beautiful, but Cinderella picks up a few. He's swinging around here on Mosh, but Mosh says, no, mate, I'm going to charge at you. And they're both falling down, both Reinhardts are gone, and the Kampfgruppe Prime boys are looking strong.
Yeah, Mosh basically went for a 1v1 there on Cinderella, was brawling him and completely forgot that he had to protect his team, and they got completely wiped out. But he got the one-on-one win, which is a little bit important for him, but the rest of the team died, so they have to reset and push it up again.
And then I'll go around to the right-hand side, looking for another point of entry, change things up from last time. They've been spotted. Mickey is spotted Yuki, and as they're breaking it down, they've pulled the trigger. Here we go, as they're fighting on top here, above the payload. People going back and forth. Cinderella, beautiful, holds the wall there, nullifies that Reinhardt ult as they jump back down to the payload the red side. They need to regroup. Oh, big ult from Cinderella, takes one out with him, takes down the Reaper, and it's going to be instrumental for his game as they're pushing on. Yuki's the only one left. They're going to try and swat him out of the fire.
Oh, that's a great
there we go.
Yeah, that was a great hook there by Cable, but Cinderella was the star of that fight. Stopped the initial ult coming in by Mosh, and then managed to pick him off and counter with his own ult on the whole back line of Spreadsheet. So really good play by Cinderella, instrumental.
It's the Matt Flack, Matt Allg Flack favourite word is instrumental, and here comes Yuki trying to get over the top. The Roadhog's pushing people away. Beautiful work from him as sorry, Vicky falls and I'm getting confused. Zarya goes crazy, but they're getting re-rezzed here from the Mercy and Blue side as they look to regather themselves on top of the payload. Mosh slams him down. He takes him through the Reaper ult from his team, and they're pushing up here all day.
Yes! It looks like they're going to push through. Soundwaves was just trying to kick him off there, but it looks like Spreadsheet are finally going to push through with some really aggressive Reaper ult play there.
I was getting tongue-tied there with that crazy Zarya ult. I was trying to say one ult and another, but here we go is the play of the game from GNB.
GNB, some really good ultimates coming down from GNB this game on this Zarya. This was the one, and all the ults were up and he just found ball. And did you want to quickly talk about this play, Mick, while we're looking at it?
I mean, they had 6 ults. I always thought they were going to push in there. I really didn't like the defensive lineup. I didn't like the McCree. I didn't like the Lucio. I thought maybe if they swapped the Pharah a bit too late, they could have probably started with the Pharah. I like Reaper over Soldier, but that's just personal preference. Really, either work on that map. But yeah, I just didn't like their defensive lineup. I don't like Lucio on defense. He's good towards the latest that later part, but the first part, I don't know. I'm too big a fan of Symmetra. I'm sorry.
It's maybe some more Symmetra, I reckon, and then everyone will be happy.
So
But definitely the McCree was a bit weird though. That was, yeah, I don't know.
So 7 minutes and 6 seconds set by Untitled Spreadsheet here on the first half of Dorado. What do you guys think of that time?
I mean, it's a pretty good time. It's somewhere sort of in the middle, so it can be beaten if Primed can pull off something really aggressive here. And I mean, as a mix, don't say anything until the teams come out the gates. But we're already seeing a Winston coming out here, so already a really aggressive sign by Prime here. They want to really take this map from Spreadsheet.
I think I'm gonna have to get this mic as Untitled have won every single outing so far of this semi-final match.
Yeah, and again, I mean, the Lucio it works with a Symmetra only because you lose the res, right, but you get the teleport. So I don't mind the Lucio if there's no Mercy. I still like running double healer on defense. Interesting lineup, a lot better looking lineup though. Symmetra, it's great. No lack of, one healer's great. Junkrat's huge on this map. On defense, I'm a little bit scared that I haven't seen many teams run the sniper or either a Widow or a Hanzo. You definitely want to look at the best team in the region and also teams overseas, and they're all running snipers and Hanzos. So maybe we can't execute it as well. Maybe we don't have aim players. Who knows?
So
Yeah,
just to jump in, guys, not sure if you noticed, but they now have a Mercy. So RQT used the W speed boost, the E speed boost on Lucio to get
Jimmy B strat. Jimmy B strat. Yeah.
So they've got the Mercy now, and Mick05 can breathe a sigh of relief.
Yes, they haven't gone for the high ground here, guys. They've gone for the fountain hole here. What do you make of all that?
Yeah, they're just trying to. They've got a really good time. They've got 7 minutes and 6 seconds, so they're just trying to hold and keep the Mosh shield up as much as possible, and just sort of push the point back for as long as they can.
And this is always a difficult spot as it's held underneath here. The payload GMB getting reached. I'm gonna pop off here. Mosh is holding the shield up. Really good, but Cinderella, he's been talking. He's jumping the back line. He's looking for a soldier. He's going 1-on-1 as they're breaking down the fight over here on the payload. And Winston's going down. As I spotted him, and Mosh holding up that shield, and Yuki has picked up 2. The jump rat, beautiful work. GMB picking up 1 on the Roadhog. Zarya there. Is Soundwave just trying to jump away from Mosh.
Yeah, Colin's got a really important Mercy Resurrection there to keep Price back in the game. That's a big ult coming in as well.
Yeah, from Pr1med, she's shot down in the sky as Colin's floating around. Finally gets back, but his team's falling to bits here. Cinderella's at the back, in the back line. He's still there though. Pops his ult. Oh no, he's sorry. I'm ahead of myself. He didn't pop his ult. There's Mosh pops his ult there, slams them all down, takes a big swing, and they're gonna have to reset.
Yeah, Cinderella's doing the right idea. He's getting aggressive on the back line, but at the moment he's just a little bit too deep. He's getting caught 3-on-1, so he may just have to pull it back a little bit. And he's actually switched to that Reinhardt now. It's just not working for him, so possibly trying to work some sort of wombo combo in here with Soundwave's ult coming up. So interesting to see if we can see Prime push through and get this point.
Coming back through the archway. Get ready to hear as they break it down. He comes, and there's 3 people caught in there, but 1 person gets out. Cinderella pushes him, and no one's only Reps is falling on the blue side, so they're doing well to get out of that. Come out of that. Zarya off a big res from Mercy. So 3 people come up, and looking strong here is Untitled Spreadsheet, but another res from the other side though. So 2 people up as Roadhog hooks in Prime on the Lucio. He's gone down. Yeah. Beautiful hole.
Can I say that incredible execution there by Spreadsheet. GMB was the savior of that fight. They all got caught in the Zarya ult, and he managed to ult and basically disband Prime's attack and just hold them on long enough so Mercy could get a res and res them all up. So really good coordination there, really good use of the ultimate by GMB, and it's kept them in this game.
As you said, kept them in the game and holding on. A minute 50 left in the clock. And qualified by Mosh. Beautiful work holding up that shield. And they're trying to get in the back line. RQT got himself in some trouble, but he gets a res for his risky play. And in the right heart, starting to make a swing, but they're not getting anywhere at the moment. Colin dashes in to try and help his team. 3 people have fallen on Spreadsheet. Only half the team left is JP, Yuki, and RQT. They try and hold this point, but not looking so good as the kick to the wheel, but that's one.
Got him, yeah. Unfortunately, as I said, GMB being the savior of the first fight, he cost his team a little bit that fight, getting picked off early, so not so good there by GMB, but the fight goes on.
Yeah, there's a big ult from the Reinhardt over the top of that Mercy thing. Res, but the sound wave spinning around. Yeah, shout out to the wedding singer, spinning right around, baby, and they're going to get the checkpoint.
Beautiful drop there, Boobj. But yeah, they finally got the checkpoint after that really long prolonged push there. So took them a little while to get there, but they got there in the end. So they're still in it, but it's going to be tough for them to bring this back, Pride.
Moving on to the next checkpoint here, Mick. Once again, a high point, and they've got some minutes to work with, mate. So, what do you think the offensive team needs to do?
The offensive team really needs to get to that high ground. It's going to be problematic. You can see 6 characters directly above them now. Wait for them to focus the healers, and they'll drop.
Here we go, and GMB gets a big hook on Colin, trying to get him down, but the Lucio ult saves the red side here, and being able to push down Untitled Spreadsheet back. IQT gets a res off, only gets a couple of members. Mosh is still alive though, so that's very important. So the Reinhardt is holding the shield up, protecting the back line, but the payload is still coming through. Mosh says that his shield, he's had enough, so he's charged in. It's just him and Refs, but he's fallen down, and there's only a couple of people left in the high point over here.
Yeah, there's not many people left in the high points. I'd like to see Prime bring out the Pharah possibly, just so they can disrupt this team up a little bit. Because at the moment, this high point is really keeping Spreadsheet in this game. So GMB is playing a really good roadhook here, but maybe they'll have to switch to it.
Reinhardt ult after Reinhardt ult. Beautiful work as they're swinging around. Reinhardt's really just going at it as Soundwaves picks up 2, Roadhog picks up another. Soundwaves picked up 3 kills, beautiful work, but GMB hits his Roadhog ult to push people off the checkpoint, trying to keep it working with 2 minutes and 16 seconds left. Cinderella saying he's having none of that, he's coming in, but Yuki over the top against Hook from the sky from Kevin, beautiful work by the Roadhog, and they're going to get the checkpoint.
Yeah, that was a really fast hook there by Kava. That was incredible, very quick to stop that the Pharah ult there. I don't know what the time is. It looks like it's pretty close. 7 minutes 6 on the side of Untitled Spreadsheet. So it's really going to come down to the wire. They're going to need a very fast push here for this last section, which is easier said than done.
Big hooks there, but we'll get Crisis to come in with a time check when he's able to. So he'll let us know what's going on with that as he's up in the test. And they're coming around here, around the corner, and big rails on Kaba. He's alive still. He's shooting in, and there's a high noob, but only catches one as the team's holding on. And Crisis, I'm going to let you jump in for a minute, mate, and tell us how long it's left to go.
I didn't set the countdown going, so we're going to play it through to the end. But I think it's looking pretty comfortably in Untitled Spreadsheet's advantage. Even if the point does get capped, I think the faster time has been set by Untitled. And
yeah, I think they've just called JJ.
Oh yeah, so 7:06 was the time, so that would have been over now, but they can play for pride at the moment as what they're doing is the Lucio ult goes down, so they're looking to fight out here. Big ult from the right up, and he gets hooked. JB's just getting people left, right, and center.
Yeah, I mean, Yuki had a really good opportunity to use his ult there, but basically got denied instantly by Cinderella on that Reinhardt ult. So denied there, but it's going to be interesting to see if Pride can actually, Primes can push through and get a point against Spreadsheet, who are playing extremely well at the moment.
They've pulled it, yeah, guys, just letting you know, making you aware so they're not going to be shooting each other. Just talking about that game, I really feel like Prime can let go of the McCree pick for now, anyway. Like, on the hill, it's not too bad. On payload, just the impact drops significantly. And who was playing Reaper? Soundwaves. He was playing out of his mind, and it just felt like he was counterbalancing the McCree pick a little bit. Like, he was playing ridiculously good, and the McCree was just really low impact. His ultimates maybe killed one person max. I didn't see any big McCree ultimates, and the ultimate didn't get changed at all. It's just not as a flavorable pick anymore. Like, the nerfs, I know that I was watching, for example, the Ghost of Gamers. They were talking about McCree. They're like, I think everyone's overreacting to the McCree nerfs. They're not. They were really big. They're really, like, he's good in King of the Hill because it's all close range. You know, he can kill a couple of characters like the Mercy, the Tracer, one shot. But it's not. I felt like it was a really big detriment to Prime's performance there.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Mick. I mean, Soundwaves was playing huge. Like, they got beaten pretty convincingly on the scoreboard, but I don't think the scoreboard tells the whole story sometimes. And Soundwaves was really doing a whole lot of damage to the team there, and the McCree really was holding that back a bit. So hopefully they'll have a look at the games that they play tonight. They can take a few points from it, some really good team play there, and possibly come back next week and get a couple of wins.
We're going to select our Plantronics MVP for the match now. And once again, the nominee will be going to the draw for the Plantronics Rig 500 HD 7.1 gaming headset. And I'm once again going to let you both decide who should that nominee be.
Well, Mick, did you want to have since I did it last time, did you want to put your opinion in this one?
Yeah, for me, the only, I guess, the most outstanding performance, I reckon, was Soundwaves on Reaper. But he just played so good. I mean, I know Reaper's a little bit too strong at the moment, but he was literally, for me, the only reason that Prime were in the game at all on both maps. So yeah, I would give it to Soundwaves.
There we have it. Soundwaves is your nominee for this game, and as we start to wrap things up, we've got Untitled Spreadsheet moving forward. A beautiful 4-0 clean sweep of Kampfgruppe primed. So sealing the deal that they are on top 3 side, guys. So what do you expect to see from Untitled Spreadsheet in the final?
Tell you what, it's going to be huge. Both of these teams have come up time and time against each other, and it's always been close. So at the moment, because we've been casting this, obviously we haven't seen Chiefs play tonight, but it'll be interesting to see. I'd be very surprised if it was one way. I think it's going to be extremely close.
I personally would like to see Chiefs beat them again. Beat them again. Yeah, it is beat them again. Yeah. Sorry, I was like, these guys are playing terrible. Only because I really feel like a lot of the top teams at the moment are really in their head. They've got this mindset that it has to be a 6-man group. That's the only way to win. 6-man group. And like, I really like the sniper play. It's like, it's really it's meta to the other regions, and I feel like that some of the Australian, New Zealand teams really need to catch up with that meta. The sniper Hanzo, not necessarily Hanzo, but definitely like a Widowmaker, still really strong, even though she got nerfed, still really strong. And the Chiefs, what I'm hoping is the Chiefs will show us that in their game against. Or are they winning? Do we know yet? Is it game over yet?
Update.
No, it's not game over yet.
Not game over yet.
Oh, not game over yet. My apologies.
Either way, I'm pretty sure Jam do run a sniper as well. I'm trying to think back. Maybe they don't. But I definitely know the Chiefs, or HK, everyone knows HK plays sniper. But I'm pretty sure Jam runs sniper as well. But anyway, I just want to see snipers. I just love snipers.
I want to say, Mick, as well, just quickly before we go to the break, that I wanted to say at the start of that game, when you're talking about the Hanzo pick and the Widowmaker pick, Chiefs, when they played on Dorado, last time we saw them, straight after the Widowmaker nerf, we saw HKD pick up Hanzo first game in, and he was just destroying people with Hanzo, and it's exactly what you said. With the sniper meta in the other regions, it's so strong on defense, and if you can make it work, it's so hard to push against him, especially with the sonar that he has that can stop enemy teams sneaking up behind you.
Yeah, let's just wait and see. I'm if Chiefs are in the finals, I'm predicting we'll see the Hanzo again, and hopefully the Widowmaker at least once. I like both the snipers. They're really different play styles from both the snipers. And yeah, I mean, we all remember the Wolf from last week. So yeah, from Hey Katie on Andrade, that was amazing, and that was like exactly what I'm talking about.
For sure.
And we'll leave it at that, as we're going to take a short break and then be back with your grand final. Just be sure to stay in Twitch chat. We'll try and have live updates of the Chiefs game to see who's going to be the winner and who's going to verse Untitled Spreadsheet the final. I'm Boobj here with Allg, Mix05, and Crisis. We'll be with you shortly on JAMSTAH TV.